Hello students, welcome back to Alpha C Learning Memories classes, and we are continuing the progression concept. Right, in today's class we are discussing the properties of arithmetic progressions. Properties of arithmetic progressions. Properties of AP. Right, suppose A comma B comma C are in arithmetic progression and k is any real number, then ka comma kb comma kc are in AP. K plus a comma k plus b comma k plus c is in AP. A minus k comma b minus k comma c minus k are also in AP, and a by k comma b by k comma c by k are also in AP. That means if a constant is added or subtracted or multiplied or submultiplied, the resulting series is also in AP. Once again, if a constant is added or subtracted or multiplied or submultiplied by an arithmetic progression terms, then the resulting terms or resulting series is also in AP. Right? So is the first point, and next second one, the terms which are suppose 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 is an AP series. The sum of the terms which are from beginning and ending is always equal. The terms which are equidistant from the beginning and ending, the sum of the terms of the which are beginning from ending is always same and is equal to the sum of the first and the last. For example, it is the second term from the beginning, it is the second term from ending. Their sum 10 plus 4, and the third term from beginning and third term from ending, their sum 6 plus 8, right, is 14, and sum of the first and the last is also 14. That is, the sum of the terms of an AP which are equidistant from the beginning and ending is always same and is equal to sum of the first and the last. Right. Next point. Suppose if x1, x2, x3, etc., xn is an AP, and y1, y2, y3, etc., yn is also in AP, are two finite APs, then x1 plus or minus y1, x2 plus or minus y2, etc., xn plus or minus yn are also in AP. The terms is also in AP, but x1 into y1, x2 into y2, etc., xn into yn, or x1 by y1, comma x2 by y2, comma so on xn by yn. These are not in AP. These are in AP. Right? Okay. Next property. Coming to the next property. Right? If the nth term of a sequence, is of the form an plus b, then the terms forms an arithmetic progression with first term a plus b and a common difference is a. For example, I will give an example. Suppose nth term of a sequence is of the form 4n plus 1, where n is a natural number here. That is, this sequence, this is the nth term of a sequence. Now I am writing all the terms of the sequence. That is, suppose n is equal to 1, first term is 5, n is equal to 2, second term is 9, and third term 12 plus 1, 13, etc. 9 minus 4, 9 minus 5, 4, 13 minus 9, 4. Of course, this is AP series with the common difference 4, and the first term is 5. That is, common difference is a plus b, and the first term is 8. That is coefficient of n. So, is one of the point. Next, coming to the next point. If Sn is equal, that is, in a sequence, if the sum of the terms of the sequence is given by an square plus bn is a quadratic in n. quadratic expression in n, then the terms of the sequence forms an arithmetic progression. The terms of the sequence forms an arithmetic progression with with first term is 3a plus b and common difference is 2a. You know, it is nth term of the series. It is sum to n terms of the series. Then these both series forms an arithmetic progressions, right? So these are the properties of arithmetic progressions. Now we go to the another kind of progressions, that is geometric progression. Geometric progression. Now we discuss about geometric progression. Okay, coming to the geometric progression. Coming to the point, geometric progression. GP. Geometric progression. Right, GP. So basic definition is a sequence is said to be geometric progression if each term, the ratio of each term by its preceding term is always same, then the sequence is said to be geometric progression. Once again, a progression is said to be a geometric progression if the ratio of each term of the progression by its preceding term is always same, then the progression is a geometric progression, right? That is the standard form of the GP is given by A, AR square, AR cube, etc. is the standard form of the GP. Now here A is called first term and R is called common ratio. The common ratio value may be either positive or negative. It never be zero. It may be imaginary also. No term of GP is zero. That is, A is not zero and R is not zero. Right. Now the common ratio value is given by R is equal to second term by first term. R is also equal to third term by second term. Or you can generalize it like this. Tn by Tn minus 1 gives the common ratio of the GP. Right. And next, nth term of the GP is given by AR power n minus 1. AR power n minus 1, where A is the first term, R is the common ratio, n is the number of terms, nth term of a GP from the beginning of the series. You can also calculate the nth term of a GP from the ending of the series, that is Tm, where m is the number of terms. If the sequence contains m terms, then the mth term of a GP is given by AR power m minus n. It is the mth term of the GP from the ending. It is from beginning. Right. Now come to sum to n terms of a GP. Sum to n terms of a GP is given by the formula A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1 when R greater than 1, and A into 1 minus R power n by 1 minus R when R less than 1, and is n into A if R is equal to 1. These are the formulas for sum to n terms of a GP, of a finite GP. Right. Next, sum to infinite terms of a GP is given by A by 1 minus R, where A is the first term, R is the common ratio. There is a restriction for R here, mod R is less than 1. It is the most important formula for sum to infinite terms of a GP. Right. So these are the formulas for nth term, common ratio, nth term, and sum to n terms of a GP. Now coming to the next point, that is selection of terms in a GP. Selection of terms in a GP. Selection of terms in GP. Right. Suppose you want to select or choose 3 terms of a GP. Then you may choose 3 terms of a GP in this manner: A by R, A, AR. these three terms are in GP. R, A, AR square is also three terms of in GP. But these terms are chosen in GP when the given problem contains the product of three terms of a GP. That is, when product is given in the given problem, if the data contains product, when the product is given. This is the first case. When product is not given. When product is not given. That is, these are the two possible cases. That is, in a problem, when the data contains the product is given, that is, product of three terms is 15 of a GP, then that is product is given case. That is, then you can choose three terms of a GP in this manner: A by R, A by AR. Right? That is, middle term must be A. If you choose even number of terms, that is 4 terms of a GP, then maintain the middle terms as these two terms. Here common ratio is R. Here common ratio is R square. So put the middle terms is, fix the two middle terms of this GP when even number of terms are considered. Then the remaining terms are A R cube, A by R cube. These are the selection of 4 terms when the given data, when the product is given. Of course, the common ratio should be R square and the middle terms should be like this. And when even odd number of terms are there, then the middle term should be A. And suppose if you choose 5 terms, then that is odd number of terms. Then fix A first. That is the middle term. Then maintain the common ratio R. Then AR square and A by R and A by R square. This is the selection of 5 terms of the GP. Of course, common ratio is R. Right? In this manner, you can choose the even number of terms or odd number of terms of a GP when the product is given. For example, if you choose 6 terms, then that is even number of terms. Then first fix the middle terms A by R, AR, and maintain the common ratio R, and you can write the remaining terms with the same data. Then common ratio R means AR cube here and AR power 5. Here A by R cube and A by R power 5. This is the selection of terms in this manner. Even number of terms, that is R square is the common ratio. So the main thing is, if the number of selection of terms is odd, then the middle term must be A and the common ratio is R. If the number of terms of the GP selection is even, then the middle terms are A by R and AR, and the common ratio should maintain R square. So in this manner, we can choose the selection of terms for a GP when product is given. Suppose if product is not given, then choose 3 terms like this. Then 4 terms AR square, AR cube. 5 terms AR square, AR cube, AR power 4, etc. So you can choose like this when the product of the GP, when the product of the data is not given, right? Okay, so this is the procedure for selection of terms in a GP. Now go to the next point. Okay, next coming to the point, geometric mean, GM, shortly GM, geometric mean. Suppose if 3 or more terms forms a GP, then the terms which are lying between the first and the last are called geometric means. That is, suppose A, G, B. If these are in GP, then G is called geometric mean of A and B. Or suppose A, G1, G2, B are in GP, then G1, G2 are called geometric means between the two numbers a and b. That is, finally, geometric mean means if 3 or more than 3 terms forms a GP series, then the terms lying between the first and the last are called geometric means. Geometric means, right? For example, say AGP, AGB are in GP, that is, they are in GP, then common ratio G by A is equal to B by G, or G square equal to AB, or G is equal to root AB. So root AB is the geometric mean of A and B. So the geometric mean of AB is root AB, and the geometric mean of ABC is given by cube root of ABC, and the geometric mean of ABCD is given by fourth root of ABCD. In this manner, the geometric mean of n terms A1, A2, A3, so on An is given by nth root of A1 into A2 into A3 into so on An is the geometric mean of these finite number of terms. Right. Now another interesting point is insertion of n geometric means between two given numbers. That is, the concept is insertion of n geometric means between two numbers. The title is insertion of n geometric means between two given numbers. So the title is this, the title of this concept is this one. Suppose A and B are two given numbers, and G1, G2, G3, etc. Gn be n geometric means between two numbers A and B. Then we can calculate G1, G2, G3 values in terms of AB. Of course, this forms a GP series. These entire terms form a GP series, right? Of course, these are n terms, and this total are n plus 2 terms. These total are n plus 2 terms, right? Of course, B is the n plus 2th term. B is the n plus 2 term. First term, second term, third term, like that. It is n plus 2th term, right? Now I am writing n plus 2th term value. That is, the n plus 2 term is B. That is, nth term of a GP is given by the formula AR power n minus 1. In the similar manner, n plus 2 term is given by A. A means here A into R. Let the common ratio of this GP is R. R power n. N means here n plus 2. N plus 2 minus 1. Now I am calculating common ratio value. That is B by A is equal to R power n plus 1, or R is equal to B by A whole power 1 by n plus 1. This is common ratio value. So basing on this common ratio, we can write G1, G2, G3 values. Here A, this is AR because it is a GP with common ratio R. This is A, AR, AR square, AR cube, like that. Now G1 becomes, G1 is AR, that is A into R means this one, B by A whole power 1 by n plus 1, and G2 is AR square, that is A into B by A whole power 2 by n plus 1, and G3 is AR cube, that is A into B by A whole power 3 by n plus 1. Like that, you can write all the geometric mean values. That is, I am writing nth geometric mean. That is A R power n. That is A into B by A whole power n by n plus 1. So these are the geometric mean values. Now we are going to product all these values. That is, I am writing the product of all these values. Here G1 into G2 into G3 into so on Gn is given by, A into A into A into A into, so up to n times. That is, its value is A power n. and b by a whole power 1 by n plus 1. You know, bases are equal. Power should be added on product. That's why b by a whole power 1 by n plus 1 means that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on n by n plus 1. Here bases are equal, powers are added. In the powers, denominator is same. So numerator must be added. So that is a power n into b by a whole power. You know, it is a well noted result. Sum to first n natural numbers. That is n into n plus 1 by 2 into n plus 1. Or n plus 1 gets cancelled. That is a power n into b by a whole power n by 2. Or you can write as ab whole power n by 2 after multiplication. It is nothing but nth root of square root of ab whole power n. So finally we conclude that g1, g2, g3 so on gn, that is the product of n geometric means between two numbers a and b is equal to nth power of the single geometric mean between two numbers a and b. Once again the statement, the product of n geometric means between two numbers a and b is equal to nth power of single geometric mean. This is single geometric mean between two numbers. So it's a standard result in geometric means. Right. Now go to the properties of geometric mean. Properties of geometric progressions. We go to properties of geometric progressions. Right. Okay. Right. Now coming to the point, properties of geometric progressions. Properties of geometric progressions. Point number 1. Suppose 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, etc. is in GP. Then 16, 8, 4, 2 is also in GP. It is in GP, it is also in GP. The reciprocal of GP is also GP. That is 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16 is also in GP. Right. Reciprocal is also in GP. Next, suppose if A, B, C are in GP, then KA, KB, KC is also in GP, or A power K, B power K, C power K is also in GP, and suppose A, B, C are the positive non-zero values, non-zero numbers, then log A, log B, log C are in AP, and vice versa. If log A, log B, log C are in AP, then ABC are in GP. Or if ABC are in GP, then their logarithmic terms are in AP. Right? Okay, this is a standard point. Then next point. If A1, A2, A3, so on AN is in GP, B1, B2, B3, so on BN is in GP, then A1 by B1, A2 by B2, A3 by B3, AN by BN is also in GP. Right? A1 into B1, A2 into B2, A3 into B3, etc. AN into BN is also in GP. But A1 plus B1, A1 plus B1 plus or minus, A2 plus B plus or minus B2, etc. AN plus or minus BN is not in GP. Not in GP. Right? Okay. Next, coming to the next point, next property. Right? Suppose I take a geometric progression 2, 4, 8, 16 is in GP. Then product of the terms which are equidistant from the beginning and the ending is always same and is equal to the product of the first and the last. For example, I will write generally, that is A1, A2, A3, so on, AN minus 2, AN minus 1, AN is in GP. Then the product of the terms from the beginning and the ending is always same and is equal to the product of the first and the last. That is a2 into an minus 1. This product is equal to a3 into an minus 3, an minus 2. This product, etc., is same as the product of the first and the last. That is a1 into an. Once again the point, the product of the terms which are equidistant, product of the terms of a GP which are equidistant from the beginning and ending is always same and is equal to the product of the first and the last, and product of the first and the last, right? Okay, right. So these are the properties of geometric progression, right? Okay. Okay students, these are the properties of geometric progression. In the next class we are continuing the discussion about harmonic progression. Okay, thank you.